It looks like finally, we are about to find out more about UFO in our skies. According to the Washington Post, next month in June, the United States Senate Intelligence Committee is set to be briefed on UFO matters. Last year's huge $2.3 trillion appropriations bill did a couple of undeniable things. It provided millions of Americans badly needed coronavirus relief aid, and it averted an impending government shutdown. It also dealt with UFOs. The legislation, which President Donald Trump signed into law, was a bureaucratic nesting doll that ran more than 5,500 pages and contained the Intelligence Authorization Act for fiscal year 2021, which itself carried an unusual provision in its committee comments section, beneath the understated heading Advanced Aerial Threats. The stipulation mandates that the Director of National Intelligence work with the Secretary of Defense on a report detailing everything the government knows about unidentified flying objects, known in agency lingo as unidentified aerial phenomena or anomalous aerial vehicles. It must be made public, and when it is, it will be significant, former Intelligence Director John Ratcliffe said in a recent interview. The report must include detailed analysis of unidentified aerial phenomena data and intelligence gathered by the Office of Naval Intelligence, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force and the FBI, the provision reads. It also calls for a detailed description of an interagency process that will ensure that data can be gathered and analyzed across the federal government. The report could document sightings from all over the world, Ratcliffe said. There are instances where we don't have good explanations for some of the things that we've seen, he added. And when that information becomes declassified, I'll be able to talk a little bit more about that. That time could be coming soon. When Trump approved the spending package on December 27, a 180-day countdown began, giving intelligence officials until June to deliver lawmakers their write-up. However, two factors might delay the report's release. Agencies have missed similar congressional reporting deadlines in the past, and the provision is not technically binding, as legislatively included the language in the Senate Intelligence Committee's report on the bill, not the bill itself. In other words, it isn't statute, but the agencies/departments generally treat report language as bill language, said one senior Senate aide familiar with the legislation. How angry pilots got the Navy to stop dismissing UFO sightings. The office of Senator Mark R. Warner, Democrat Virginia, chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, declined to comment on the UFO report. A spokesperson for the Intelligence Director's office said, "We have nothing to offer." Ratcliffe's pronouncement comes months after the Pentagon released 3 grainy videos of UFOs recorded by U.S. Navy pilots using infrared cameras. The footage shows the objects moving rapidly across the screen. "My gosh," one pilot remarks. The videos had been circulating for years, but the Defense Department move gave them further official imprimatur. Former Senator Harry M. Reid, Democrat Nevada, a longtime backer of UFO research, said then that the footage only scratches the surface of research and materials available. The U.S. needs to take a serious, scientific look at this and any potential national security implications, he said. The American people deserve to be informed. The increasingly vocal crowd of space watchers is eagerly awaiting the forthcoming intelligence agency report. Some of them say that studying UFOs is essential to the country's security and world security as well.
Called Craft. The Pentagon has confirmed its Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, what a task force that is examining the footage. Creator and editor of ExtraordinaryBeliefs.com, Jeremy Corbell, joins us now. Jeremy, incredible vision. What sets this apart from other UFO sightings captured in the past?
Yeah, it's a pleasure, David and Nat. Nice to be with you. Nice to be with you, Australia. This is a truly global story. What separates this footage compared to other UFO footage you might see is that the U.S. Navy photographed and filmed these pyramid-shaped UFOs and transmedium vehicles. And as a journalist, I obtained and released some of this historic footage with my mentor in journalism, George Knapp. And this has now, as you said, been directly confirmed by the Pentagon. So that is significant in and of itself, how quickly they confirmed that these reports are contained within their educational briefings for individuals in the military.
What's a transmedium vehicle?
Great question. So important. What they witnessed with the USS Omaha was an object that was able to break the air to sea barrier without destruction. So transmedium means it can move between air, space, and sea without destruction or impact. And that's what they're seeing with these true unknowns.
So the US Navy, someone on a ship attached to the US Navy shot it, did they?
Well, there's a lot of sensor systems on these ships, as you can imagine. I only released non-classified or unclassified imagery I was able to get my hands on, those videos. That's a hard thing to do. But of course, there are other systems that are completely classified. These are highly documented. Look, they're coming to our warships and surrounding them on a mass scale. And this isn't the first thing. This has been going on for a long time. You're just seeing an open government policy now to talk about it.
The Pentagon is expected to release a report on its findings in June. But what do you think it's going to show? And will they be honest?
So this new candor is astonishing, after so many decades of outright lies and, along with ridicule by world governments. I mean, the US government, the Australian government, the UK, they're all guilty of it, and they all work together on this. But what we're seeing now is we're seeing changes in that environment, and that's what has started this congressional dig into this UFO topic and this, report that we're going to be getting. Well, now, because of what I released with George Knapp, they've got even more to talk about and explain.
So you're saying our government's been lying about extraterrestrial life along with the US government?
Whatever this is, whatever is represented by these advanced aerospace vehicles, I'm not saying it's extraterrestrial. I have no idea. That would be our government's position to tell us. But they've been lying that this has been happening. And so now the cat's out of the bag, toothpaste out of the tube. We're seeing a different type of attitude of world governments. And frankly, it's good. We have a right to know and a need to know as public in America, Australia, and around the world.
Yeah.
We will keep in touch when that report comes out in June. We'll talk to you again to see what it reveals.
It's something up there. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
You'll see more on my social media soon, this week.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's a tease.
Yep.
We'll follow you now. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
So great. Yes, Australia. Nice. Thank you.
So after all that, I am curious to know what you think. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification button to keep up to date. Thank you.